Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. The Attleboro Recreation Department is continuing to renovate and maintain a number of facilities across the city. To get an overview of what's going on, we spoke with Recreation Director Dennis Walsh.
We're here at the Ponce and Hewitt facility today, one of the gems in the Recreation Department here in the city of Attleboro, and very pleased to be Recreation Director for the past 15 years. Over those 15 years, we've upgraded many of our facilities due to the kindness and generosity of our residents through their taxes. When I began, most of the facilities were in dilapidated shape, and one of the main goals for myself, after meeting with the Recreation Commission and Mayor Dumas, was to upgrade the facilities. Presently, we have some of the nicest facilities in the whole Commonwealth of Massachusetts. We just added new tennis courts over at Finberg Field. In recent years, we have upgraded the Nickerson Playground down Snell Street in Attleboro. A number of years ago, we worked with the SAGRA program and converted South Attleboro Veterans Memorial Park, which most folks know as Lee's Pond, into a strictly softball facility for the girls in the city. And we've worked together with them to upgrade that facility, and they've done a number of things on their own as well. It's important to note that we've had strong support from the mayors and city councilors in the past after getting direction from the Recreation Commission as to where they wanted to go with things. But it's also important to note that we have a great partnership with our youth leagues. Whenever a facility needs an upgrade, we try to work with them, and they've generally donated to the cause. If you look around the Ponce and Hewitt facility, it was a volunteer group that built the concession stand. There's also batting cages now here for the baseball players. Those were put in by Attleboro Youth Baseball. Recently, a beautiful bench was put in dedicated to some of the past coaches who have passed away, memorials of Attleboro Youth Soccer, and that was donated by Attleboro Youth Soccer. The fields are actually being used from April 1st until probably mid-November. They stay out as long as they can. Some like to have a Thanksgiving Day soccer match, etc., if possible. So that makes it very difficult to maintain the facilities now because there's no downtime. So our maintenance staff does a wonderful job in maintaining the fields, and it starts with planning as to when we should be ferret, liming, and seeding, to the weekly mowing. We have 100 acres of field space and grass out there, so that there's a lot to be taken care of every week. But one of the interesting things in the past number of years is, of course, now when we're maintaining a field, we're trying to determine how much loam is needed for an area, how much sod is needed. We can go on Google Earth and measure it right on Google Earth on our phone or on a computer at the office. With the advancement of cell phones since I've been rec director, if someone has an issue in South Attleboro, they can send a picture back of it, and you don't have to drive all the way down there to see what they're talking about. You can actually visualize it. We're fortunate to have 3 facilities that have walking paths: Ponce and Hewitt, here where we are this morning, as well as Finberg Field, and then South Attleboro Vets in South Attleboro. We've seen an uptick in activity there since the COVID-19, which we're glad to see folks are out and getting their exercise. We ask that they continue to social distance, wear a mask if they feel comfortable, if they can't stay 6 feet away. And also, one of the biggest issues we've had over the years is folks need, if you're going to have a dog with you, it needs to be on a 6-foot leash maximum, and clean up after the dogs. We do have doggy bags here at this facility and in the South Attleboro facility. So we ask that folks use the doggy bags and throw them in the trash when they're done, as well as if you want to bring your own with you, some folks do that. It's become particularly difficult the last 2 years to schedule our fields because now with the high school construction project going on, many of the high school teams are using our facilities. I know the boys and girls soccers are using both Willett Field now because there's no field at the high school, and they also use Tilderby Stone, which most folks use as called Dodgeville. So we have those 2 fields. Also, the field hockey team is using one of our facilities, and this will be going on for another 2 years until the school opens in the fall of 2022.